Picture this, waking up without your alarm clock blasting. You stroll out of bed, make your favorite cup of coffee, and stare outside to your favorite backyard, knowing that all of your bills are already paid, whether you show up to work or not. Everything you do, from your favorite hobbies to your bills, is covered by the power of your investments. In this video, we'll share the secret weapon behind financial independence: dividends. So buckle up and get ready to unlock a world where your money works for you, so you can start living life on your terms. Now, real quick, if you want more insights on money, investing, and much more, hit the subscribe button and notification bell and like this video to never miss out. Let's kick things off by understanding what dividends are. In a nutshell, dividends are payments made by companies to their shareholders. It's like saying thank you for investing in their growth and success. But the real magic lies in the benefits of dividends as a source of passive income. Imagine receiving regular checks or deposits into your account without lifting a finger. That's the power of dividends, creating a passive stream of income that you can rely on. Now, here's a crucial point: not all stocks offer dividends. Some companies reinvest their profits into the business, while others reward their shareholders directly. This is where dividend stocks and non-dividend stocks come into play. Dividend stocks are like your reliable income buddies, consistently paying you a portion of their earnings. Non-dividend stocks, on the other hand, might focus more on capital appreciation, where the value of the stock increases over time. So why is this important? Well, living off dividends means you're tapping into a steady income source, even if the stock market experiences ups and downs. It's like having a financial cushion that helps you weather the storms. Now that we've got a handle on what dividends are and their benefits, let's move on to the next step: building a solid dividend portfolio. This is where the journey to financial freedom truly takes off. And it is all about reinvesting dividends that can accelerate your wealth-building journey over time. Now imagine this: when you reinvest your dividends, you're not just receiving money, you're also reinvesting back into the markets. Over time, this snowball effect accelerates your wealth-building journey, and the best part, you don't have to actively do anything. Compounding is like a silent force that works tirelessly behind the scenes, turning your initial investments into a robust income-generating machine. For example, see on the left, we have your initial investment, a piggy bank. But on the right, behold the dynamic bar graph, a visual representation of the magic of compounding. As time marches on, the bar graph steadily climbs year after year, just like the growth of your investments. It is compounding with the growth of the stock and your dividends that you're reinvesting back into the market company. And here we are, witnessing the results, a monumental rise in wealth that speaks volumes about the incredible impact of compounding. Remember, every dollar you reinvest is like a seed planted, ready to sprout into a thriving forest of financial success. As you can see, the power of compounding takes your investments to new heights over the years. Reinvesting dividends doesn't just add to your wealth, it multiplies it. So next, when it comes to building a portfolio, diversification is our first secret ingredient. Picture it like a balanced meal of dividend-paying stocks, each with its unique flavor and potential. Why is this important? By spreading your investments across various sectors, you're reducing the impact of a single company's performance on your overall income. Think of it this way: if one sector faces challenges, others might thrive, providing a safety net for your dividends. Diversification minimizes risk and maximizes the potential for consistent income. There will always be rainy days, and just like the market, they have rainy days too. By diversifying, you're mitigating risk and not spreading yourself too thin. Next up, we're diving into the dividend yield, a key ingredient in our recipe for success. Imagine the dividend yield as the interest rate your investments pay you. To calculate it, divide the annual dividends by your initial investment amount. A higher yield means potentially more income. It's a metric that helps you assess the potential return on your investment. For instance, suppose you invested $10,000 in a company's stock, and that company pays out $500 in dividends annually. By applying the dividend yield formula, which is dividends divided by the current price per share, you would find that the dividend yield for this investment is 5%. In practical terms, this means you're earning 5% of the current value of your investment in dividends each year. This doesn't directly reflect the return on your initial investment, but rather shows how much income you're generating based on the current market value of the stock. It's also important to note that this calculation does not consider the growth or decline in the stock's overall value. However, remember that a higher dividend yield doesn't always signify a golden opportunity. It's essential to consider the context and the company's overall health. But armed with the knowledge of dividend yield, you can better navigate the financial seas, making informed decisions to steer your portfolio toward the horizon of success. Now, you might be asking, how do you choose these dividend stocks? Start by looking at the company's track record. Consistent dividend payments over the years are a good sign of stability. And remember, financial health matters. A company with a strong balance sheet is better positioned to weather storms and continue paying dividends. Lastly, let's talk about another amazing thing when it comes to dividends. I like to think of this as the special ingredient in your favorite secret recipe. It's companies that increase their dividends over time. These companies may do it to keep pace with inflation or to reward their shareholders even more. It's like boosting your income, ensuring you maintain your purchasing power. As you can see, building a dividend portfolio is both an art and a science. Diversification, dividend yield, quality stock selection, and dividend growth, they all play their part in creating a solid foundation for your financial journey. Now, not all companies will do this, and there is the possibility of companies reducing their divided amount, so it's important to do your due diligence here. But by picking steady companies that have not cut dividends in decades is always a good start. And next, we need to talk about the importance of setting your financial goals and having a budget. Imagine your financial goals as guiding stars on a dark night, illuminating your path to success. Setting these objectives isn't just a formality, it's the blueprint for your dividend strategy. A well-defined goal propels you forward with purpose, making every investment decision a step towards your vision. For example, if you have no idea how much money you need to live per month, you'll never know how much money from dividends you'll need. And speaking of purpose, a budget is your trusty companion on this journey. It's like a compass that ensures you're on course and utilizing your dividend income effectively. But let's get practical. How do you estimate the dividend income you need to cover your living expenses? Here's the math. Calculate your yearly expenses and divide them by the expected dividend yield. The result gives you an approximate portfolio value needed to meet your lifestyle. Let's say you have yearly expenses of $60,000, and you're considering investments with an average expected dividend yield of 3%. We can use the formula to estimate the portfolio value needed to cover your expenses. Portfolio value equals yearly expenses divided by dividend yield. You are given yearly expenses equals $60,000. Dividend yield equals 3%, which is 0.03. Portfolio value equals $60,000 divided by 0.03, which equals $2 million. So based on this example, you would need an approximate portfolio value of $2 million invested in assets with an average expected dividend yield of 3% in order to generate enough dividend income to cover your $60,000 yearly expenses. However, we're not done yet, because we have not factored in an emergency fund. This is your safety net, the umbrella that shields you from unexpected downpours. An emergency fund, typically 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, offers peace of mind during unforeseen circumstances. And as you navigate the financial seas, keep a keen eye on potential risks and adapt your portfolio accordingly. So realistically, about $2,030,000 would be ideal here. Now it is important to imagine setting financial goals as planting seeds of intention in the fertile soil of your financial landscape. These well-defined objectives are more than words, they're the guiding stars shaping your dividend strategy. Why are these goals such a big deal? Well, they act as the rudder to your financial ship. They give direction to your investments, making every choice a step towards your desired future. Financial goals come in all shapes and sizes. In the short term, they might include covering your everyday living expenses or funding that dream vacation you've been yearning for. Long-term goals could encompass securing a comfortable retirement or creating a legacy for your loved ones. By crystallizing your aspirations, you're molding your dividend strategy to align with what truly matters to you. Think of it as a tailor-made suit designed to fit your financial ambitions perfectly. Now let's break down how to calculate your dividend income. The total dividend yield, the heartbeat of your dividend income, is calculated by dividing the annual dividends you receive by your initial investment amount. This calculation unveils the percentage of your investment that's returned to you through dividends each year. Let's say you invested $200,000 in a company's stock, and annually you receive dividends totaling $8,000. By applying the formula annual dividends divided by initial investment, you'd find that your dividend yield is 4%. But hold onto your calculators, there's more to this equation. Regularly researching and tracking dividend yields is like nurturing a garden. It ensures you're making informed decisions and adapting to changes in your investments. Companies might adjust their dividend payments, and staying up to date empowers you to optimize your portfolio. Think of it as a compass that guides you through the ever-changing financial landscape. So investing time and research rewards you with the confidence to make calculated moves. It's a habit that transforms you from a passive observer to an active participant in your financial journey. Now here's where it gets fun. Meet the dividend snowball, a concept that's both poetic and powerful. As your investment portfolio grows, so does your dividend income, creating an ever-increasing stream of financial well-being. Think of it as a snowball rolling downhill, gathering more snow as it goes. In the financial world, your reinvested dividends serve as the snowflakes that accumulate, fueling your income. And what's the secret sauce? Dividend reinvestment plans, or DRPs. These plans allow you to automatically reinvest your dividends into more shares of the same company, compounding your returns. With each reinvestment, your portfolio grows and your dividends increase. It's like a self-feeding cycle of financial growth. But wait, there's more. To truly amplify your income stream, consider high-yield dividend stocks. These companies offer dividends at a higher percentage, resulting in more income. However, remember that while high yields can be attractive, ensuring these stocks are part of a well-diversified and quality portfolio is essential. It is also important to remember that if a company is paying a great 10% yield a year but loses 15% on its ticker yearly, you're losing in the end, so don't only look for stocks that have high yields. For example, you invest $100,000 in a company that pays 8% dividend yield or $8,000 a year, but the stock is losing 10% a year. Well, you would have gotten $8,000 from the dividend, but your initial investment is now worth $90,000, meaning you're down 2% from your initial investment of $100,000. So through the magic of compounding, diligent financial planning, and thoughtful investment strategies, we've unveiled the potential of living off dividends. It's a blueprint that leads to the promise of financial independence, where your wealth works for you, allowing you to enjoy life's treasures without financial worry. Living off dividends isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet, it's about gaining the freedom to pursue your passions, embrace life's adventures, and relish knowing your financial future is secure. But remember, this journey begins with a single step. The first step should be subscribing right here to the channel as we drop videos all about investing, finance, and dividends. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Remember, the road to financial freedom is open to all who dare to embark upon it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. See you in the next one.